All right, today we're going to dive deep into the character of Xia Cheng. Now, on the surface, she seems like a totally ordinary woman, but when she's thrown into the chaos of war, something incredible happens. She becomes this unforgettable symbol of a mother's resilience. You know, she's not a soldier, she doesn't carry a gun, but her story is one of the most profound kinds of courage you'll ever see.
This line right here, this is the key to understanding everything about her. Wild grass. Just think about that for a second. It's not flashy, it's not intimidating, but you absolutely cannot get rid of it. You can't burn it away, you can't stomp it out, it just survives. And that's Xia Cheng.
So where do we first see this wild grass spirit? Well, it's not in some big, heroic battle. It happens in a flash, a moment of sudden, shocking, and deeply personal defiance.
Okay, so picture this. You're on a refugee boat. It's packed, it's chaotic, everyone is terrified and just trying to be invisible. You keep your head down, right? You just try to survive. But when someone crosses a line with Xia Cheng, she doesn't shrink, not for a second. And there it is. Bam! 3 sharp, decisive slaps. There's no thought, no weighing the consequences. It's just pure, unhesitating reflex. And in that one action, any idea that this is some soft girl you can mess with is just obliterated. This moment perfectly shows who she is at her core. Her strength isn't about looking for a fight. It's a deep, primal instinct to survive and protect. Just like wild grass, the winds of war can bend her, but they will never, ever uproot her. Wherever she ends up, she finds a way to dig in and keep going.
But, you know, her strength isn't always this loud, explosive thing. It's not always about slaps on a boat. As we're about to see, sometimes her greatest strength is found in these incredibly quiet, profound acts of love. To really get her, you have to get this concept, guoqi. It's so much more than just hot food. It's the life, the spirit of a home. In a world that is literally falling apart around her, her simple insistence on cooking a hot meal is an act of rebellion. It's her way of saying, every single day, we are still here, we are still a family. And this is the beautiful contradiction of her character, isn't it? She is both the calm, nurturing soul, keeping the family fire lit, and the fierce animal who will lash out in an instant to protect her own. These two sides aren't at odds with each other. They're just two faces of a mother's love. So now we get to one of the film's most powerful scenes. Her husband is about to walk into almost certain death, but you don't get some big, dramatic, tearful goodbye. The whole moment is defined by this quiet, almost unbearable tension. What does she do? She hands him a roasted sweet potato. That's it. And these simple words, eat it while it's hot, they carry the weight of everything. It's, I love you. It's, I'm terrified for you. It's, be strong. It is an entire universe of emotion packed into this one practical act of care. And that's what's so incredible. Her resilience here is all about what she doesn't do. She doesn't fall apart. She doesn't beg him not to go. You can see her eyes are just brimming with tears, but she will not let them fall. Her job, as she sees it, is to be the rock for her family, even if she's crumbling on the inside.
And that brings us to this, the ultimate expression of her character. This is the moment where that quiet strength and that explosive instinct slam together into one of the most unforgettable images of a mother's love I have ever seen.
The scene is just absolute chaos. A giant, terrifying tank literally smashes through the wall of their home. Her little boy gets confused and runs right towards it. Everyone else, they're frozen in fear. But Xia Cheng, her instinct just completely takes over. Let that sink in for a second. She doesn't do the math. She doesn't think about her chances. She sees her child in danger and her body just becomes a shield. It's primal. It's biological. It's the pure instinct to protect your young, no matter what it costs. See, this isn't a strategy. It's raw, unfiltered maternal instinct. She shields him, she silences him to keep him safe, and even though you can hear her own voice trembling with absolute terror, her body is an immovable wall between her son and that cannon. And this is really the peak of her character. The film is so clear about this. She is terrified. Her voice is shaking, her hands are trembling. This is not the calculated bravery of some action hero. This is the raw, untamable, biological imperative of a mother protecting her child. So when you put it all together, what do you get?
What does this all tell us about the primal instinct of a mother? Why is it that this story about this one ordinary woman feels so extraordinary? Why does it connect with us on such a deep level?
I think it's because her heroism feels real. It feels possible. She never gives a big patriotic speech. Her entire war is fought right there, in the circle of her family. She becomes the Dinghai Shenzhen, that's a mythical pillar that stabilizes the oceans. And in the chaotic sea of war, that's exactly what she is, the anchor for her family. And that, right there, is the big takeaway. In a world full of epic conflicts and larger-than-life heroes, Xia Cheng is this powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest heroism of all is the simple, fierce, and unbreakable act of just keeping your family alive. Her victory isn't a battle won, it's a hot meal served and a child shielded from harm.